For linear equations, for example, x plus 3 is equal to 7, there will be only one value of x that is correct. There will be only one answer. So for this equation, x is equal to 4. There's only one answer. But for quadratic equations, for example, x squared plus 2x is equal to 8, there will be two correct answers. There will be two values of x that will satisfy the equation. So first, let me show you how to solve for the answers by an example. Let's take this example. So the first step that we need to do is to transpose everything to the left and make the right into 0. So we have to transpose 8 into the left. So subtracting 8 on both sides of the equation, we have x squared plus 2x minus 8 is equal to 0. The next step is to factor out this trinomial into a product of two binomials. Factoring is like finding factors of a number. So for example, 6, the factor of 6 can be 2 times 3. So you factored 6 into 2 times 3. So in this case, we also be factoring this trinomial into two binomials. So for this example, if x doesn't have a coefficient, so that's 1x squared, so this will be x and x, and then we have to find a number, two numbers, that when we multiply will be equal to negative 8, the third number, and when you add, it will be equal to positive 2. So what are the factors of negative 8? So what are the numbers of positive 8? So of negative 8, so it can be negative 8 times 1, or positive 8 and negative 1. It can also be 2 times negative 4, or negative 2 times 4. So all of them, if you multiply, will be equal to negative 8. But then which pair of number that when you add will be equal to positive 2? So if you add this one, it's negative 7. This one is positive 7. This one is, if you add, it's negative 2. But this one, if you add this one, it will be positive 2. So this is the pair of numbers that you need. So you will put this one into the second number. So x minus 2 and x plus 4 is equal to 0. So you're able now to make this trinomial into factors of two binomials. Now let's so to check that our answer is correct, we multiply these two binomials and to see if it will come out as this trinomial. So we multiply first just to check. X minus 2 times x plus 4. So x times x is x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. So if you add all of that, so x squared plus 2x minus 8. So this one is the same as this one. So which means these two binomials is our correct factor for this one. Now that we find the two binomials, we can now solve for the value of x. So this one times this one is equal to 0. So that means one of them can be 0, so that when we multiply it to the other, we'll have an answer of 0. So any number multiplied by 0 is 0. It's like 0 times 6 is equal to 0. So if we equate this one to 0, we will have a value of x. And then also this one, if we equate it to 0, we will also have a value of x. So for example, let's equate this one into 0. X minus 2 is equal to 0. Adding 2 on both sides will become x is equal to 2. So this is your first answer. And then x plus 4, if we equate it to 0, so that when you multiply this, it becomes 0. So x plus 4, that's equated to 0. So solving for x, subtracting 4 on both sides, we have x is equal to negative 4. So now you have two answers of x. So let's try to check if we have, if we substitute x with 2, if we will have the same, if we will be the same equation. So let's try to substitute 2 in here. So instead of x squared, it will be 2 squared plus 2 times 2, which is your x, is equal to 8. So 2 squared is 4, and 2 times 2 is 4, is equal to 8. So 8 is equal to 8. So this is your first answer is correct. Now let's check negative 4. So negative 4 is we substitute in here. So negative 4 squared plus 2 times negative 4 is equal to 8. So negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. Plus 2 times negative 4 is negative 8, is equal to 8. So 16 plus negative 8 is 8. 8 is equal to 8. So this means that this is also a correct answer. So these are your values of x that are the answer for this trinomial.